Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Proper Take. On this episode, we're going to be previewing the Mavs versus the Warriors. If you didn't catch our last preview of the Heat against the Celtics, go look for that on our channel. But this one, we're going to talk about the Warriors and the Mavs. So let's start off with the lineup, shall we? So Gary Payton II looks like he's back healthy for this series. Looks like he's good to go tomorrow. There's no denying Golden State have a fantastic team, both starting and on the bench. You know, they have Jordan Poole and Iguodala and Looney and Porter Jr. They've also got Bjelica and Kuminga still. So they have great players coming off the bench. So I'm not really worried about the Warriors as far as the bench goes. I think my only worry for the Warriors as far as their starting lineup going, how they've performed, is the fact that no one player has really stood out in these playoffs yet for the Warriors. And in order to win these big games, you need your big-time players to show up. Now, I think, Klay Thompson is averaging 20 points a game. Jordan Poole's averaging 19 points a game. Stephen Curry's averaging 26.9 points a game. It's all not bad, but it's really not what you would expect from especially Steph Curry and Klay Thompson in the playoffs. You expect them to have some big games and put up some big numbers and take over games. And you just haven't seen them do that individually in these playoffs, which kind of tells me, do they have it in them anymore to do that? And then you're looking at the Mavs lineup with their depth chart. Now, I know they've not been great on rebounds, considering the size they've got, because they do have size up and down the team. So you got obviously Doncic, Brunson, Bullock, Finney-Smith, and Dwight Powell's probably going to be the starting five. But their bench is dangerous as far as role players that could come off and hit down threes and hit down shots, especially with Dinwiddie and Bertans and Kleber. I think Bertans is a player that can just catch fire. Same with Kleber in any given game. So they have a lot of talent on that bench. And then you just look at Luka Doncic, okay? He's averaged, I think, 33 points against the Warriors in their 4 regular season games that the Mavs did win 3-1. And he's been averaging 31.5 points, 10 rebounds, and 6.6 assists in the playoffs. I mean, that's the stats of your best player. That's what you want them to have. In the last game he played against the Warriors, which the Warriors had a full team, pretty much, and he hit 41 points and 10 rebounds. So I don't see anyone on this Warriors team being able to defend Doncic. Draymond Green, too slow. He's just, Doncic is too quick for him, too skillful. He's not going to be able to match up with Doncic at all. So I don't think that's the player they're even going to put on him. They're probably going to put Wiggins on him to start, would be my bet, just because of his length. But other than that, I just don't see them stopping Doncic at all. So this is a really interesting series for me. I'm having a lot of back and forths as far as who do I think is going to win the actual series, and even who do I think is going to win a game to game. I mean, obviously tomorrow is going to be a big help for me to be able to see how they're matched up in their games for the first game of the series, see how they match up against each other in a playoff-like scenario. We know Golden State are the best in the playoffs at home, and they do have home court advantage in this series. So that is a huge deterrent for me of what's putting me off taking the Mavs. But I have a feeling there's going to be a shock. And I've got a feeling that Mavs could win this series. And we could see a Dallas Mavericks Miami Heat final. So I'm going to go with that. I think the Mavs win in 7. And I just think Mavs' defense is going to come up big. They did that in the last game against the Suns. They frustrated them defensively, and that's what they've been great at all year. I know Golden State Warriors have been good defensively for the year and have one of the best defensive record in the league, but not against Luka Doncic, not against the Mavs. So that's why I think they're going to come on top. So I'm taking the Mavs in 7. This is my preview of the Mavs and the Warriors series. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel to get more of our videos. We'll be releasing picks daily as we always do. And enjoy this series and have a great day.